It's a new school year, and you're watching Coffee with Chuck. Welcome to the first episode of Coffee with Chuck for the 25-26 school year. My name is Chuck Knapp. I'm the president and CEO of JAG-K. Hopefully, some of you know me because you've been in JAG-K for a while. And for those of you who are new to the program or this is the first time you're watching the video, welcome. I just check in maybe a couple times a month, doing these videos with guests most of the time. But for the first episode of this school year, I thought I would tell you a little bit about myself. Hopefully you know about JAG-K, but if this is your first time in the JAG-K program, you are going to be excited about the variety we have. First and foremost, you're going to have a career specialist who cares about your future. They genuinely want you to succeed. And that's what JAG-K is all about. We talk about the reason we exist is because we want students to have successful futures. That's why we do what we do. But you're going to learn career skills, leadership skills, the importance of community service. You're going to be participating in project-based learning activities. In fact, you may have already started on your I&I ceremonies. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, it soon will. The initiation and installation ceremony is one of the first things we do in JAG-K. And it's a real cool event where you're initiated into the Career Association, and every program is a career association with officers, and you'll do a whole lot of cool stuff in your communities. You'll learn about Robert's Rules of Order or parliamentary procedure, which may not sound cool, but it's an important skill to have in life as you participate in boards and things like that. So anyway, welcome. There will be a number of opportunities to visit with guests who are in interesting careers. I like to talk to people who have done unique things, people who have overcome challenges to get to their career path. Sometimes people start on one career path and end up going in a completely different direction, which is kind of what I did. A little bit about me. As you can see, normally I wear a JAG-K shirt. Today, for some reason, I'm wearing my KU shirt. I graduated from KU in 1988, before all of you were born, and probably before some of your parents were born. It is my alma mater. I live in Topeka, so it's just 30 minutes down the road. I'm a KU football and basketball fan, looking forward to the new stadium this year. And I have 4 kids. They are all adults. My youngest is our daughter. She's a sophomore at Washburn University. Then I have a son who will be 22 in October. He is in the Air National Guard in cybersecurity. He works full-time at the 190th Air Refueling Wing in Topeka. My middle son is in sales. He is moving to Lawrence and working in Topeka and Lawrence. And my oldest son, Michael, will be 27 later this month. Actually, when you watch this, he may be 27. He is in the United States Navy. He is currently at Officer Candidate School learning how to be a naval officer. And he is early in that process and going through some really tough stuff. But we did get a letter from him and really excited about his personal and professional growth. So my wife and I, my wife's name is Shelley. We've been married for 29 years. It'll be 30 years this December, and we've lived in Topeka a couple of times. I'm originally from Augusta, so shout out to my fellow Orioles. And I've lived in Kansas most of my life. However, I did live in Idaho, Florida, and Oklahoma for a little while. So that's me in a nutshell. I love my job. Every day is a little bit different. My favorite part of the job is attending student events. And so hopefully I'll have an opportunity to get to meet many of you, whether it's a regional leadership development conference, a regional career development conference, a state event, JAG-K Day at the Capitol. There are a number of opportunities for me to meet students. I will attend some I&I ceremonies. I will also hopefully have a chance to visit a few classrooms this year. But primarily, my job is to make sure we have funding for JAG-K. So I work with the legislature a lot. The governor has been very supportive, as has the legislature. But you can help us also by talking to people about your experience in JAG-K, what you like about it, why it's important that we have the program. And so invite your legislators to your classrooms, go visit with the chambers of commerce. All of those things you can do in your community, like visiting with your Board of Education, all of those things help spread the word about this great program we have and that you get to be a part of and that I've been a part of for more than 9 years. I'm actually in my 10th year as president and CEO of JAG-K, and I love it. In fact, this is the longest job I've ever had. Since my freshman year in college at KU, I've had 23 jobs. Can you imagine that? It's not that I couldn't hold a job, it's just I was in a profession where I kind of moved around because of opportunities. And anyway, this is the longest job I've had. I love it. I hope this is the job I retire from. Although that's a poorly grammatical structured sentence. So was that one. So as you can see, we don't edit these episodes. I want you to see the authentic Chuck, and hopefully we'll see each other in person at some point. But I really hope you're off to a great year. I know JAG-K is going to have a wonderful time. We're going to have great events. We're going to have wonderful guests on this podcast. I hope you will get to check in regularly. If you'd like me to visit your class, it's difficult in person sometimes, but by video, it's really pretty easy. So if you want me to be a part of a classroom project or just talk about my career path or just answer questions about the job, let me know. I'd be glad to do it. And thank you for joining me for this first episode of Coffee with Chuck.